when you were radical. So it looks like the spring run's pretty well over in Oregon. I mean, it's surely peaked. So 85,000. Now remember, Chinook salmon go to sea for 5 years. Record returns 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. 2015, the spring run, if you count the fisherman takeout, the tribal takeout in front of the dam count, 1.3 million. You heard me right, 1.3 million. They lowered their projections clear down to 122,000 on the spring run. They're going to be, I think they're going to be below that. It looks like to me that's what they're going to come in around 115,000 for the spring run. I mean, it's pretty well tapered off. They had 2,000 today. We count every salmon. Now remember, we had record returns. I cannot overstate this. The Pacific Ocean was so incredibly healthy on March 10th, 2011. That's unarguable. So I just listened to Trump's whole speech, the entire thing. And first off, I want to say, where's your fucking crown, Donald? Fuck, I never seen such fucking bootlicking in my life. Oh, the greatest guy ever, the king, I love him too much. Does he sleep? Borderline insanity. I mean, the speech was pure fucking insanity. You know, and he continues his fucking ridiculous rhetoric on fucking Iran. So, you know, and I didn't even know this because that's what I do. My family used to own all this property right here, where the Home Depot sits right here. So when I was a kid, just a little kid, we had tomatoes in there. I was in there hoeing. We had some alfalfa. I was been right over here, and I told my grandmother, Adelia Myra Tracy, it was actually her family's land. All this was farms. Shoshone land. They raised cantaloupes, tomatoes. I told her, I says, I can feel a vibe in there, Grandma. I'm a little teeny kid. I mean, I'm like 7, 8 years old working, picking, hoeing. I can feel a vibe in there, Grandma. She says, boy, kid, are you connected? I says, what do you mean? She says, you know what that mound is right there, where that church is right there? And I said, no, what? She says, that's a native burial ground. What? They built a church on top of it? What? Chief Cherokee's fathers, grandfathers, fathers buried right there. What? Remember, this was the Fred Meyers they tore down here. So this hallowed sacred ground, I'm sure, was that mound spiritual. You know, the storm rolled in, we got the cloud cover. So when I make my paintings, I always go into Home Depot there and get their throwaways, whatever they have. I found that laying on the side of the road the other day when I was walking. The black. Probably blew out of somebody's hand in the wind. So that's what I do with my paintings, you know. These incredible paintings I got here, I mean, they're so great. I got a roll of velvet, a whole roll, at the swap meet from a guy that lived by me, Elmer Penman's grandson, for $5. So that's what I use. So I'm gonna make my painting here one-handed after all these years, you know, the octopus Blanch. Still one-man band, Blanch. Most accomplished freak marine biologist. Well, probably the most accomplished activist. Well, by the way, Max Blumenthal's in Iran. Talk about an accomplished journalist. Oh my God, he's the shit, isn't he? I mean, his work is brilliant. So, one-man band Blanchism. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, get your glasses. Well, I don't need my glasses. I'll leave them right there. Let's see if we can do this. Where's your crown, Donald? Oh, you forgot your soup can. It's in there. Oh, there it is. You can do it, Blanch. Where's your crown, Donald? Didn't the Saudis do 9/11? In conjunction with who? By the way, before I get going on this, that NBA draft, you don't think that's rigged? Look who owns the Mavericks. Recently just bought them. The genocide queen herself. That press conference was borderline insanity. Really. There's Elian sitting there. Oh, it fucking freaked me out. I mean, the fucking guy's nuts. Of course, we knew that. Of course, he's better than Butcher fucking Biden. That's not saying much. Let's see what we got. I grabbed whatever 50-cent throwaways they had today. Look like... We'll see how it looks on this black background. They didn't have any white. Oh, we'll see. We can do it. That's some good looking gray. Will that gray show up on that black? I don't know. Maybe. I love gray with black. Oh, that's gonna be. There's the shit. Okay, so I just winged it. That's like a greenish gray. That'll work. Let's keep working on it. Iran is not our foe. Kevin Blanch, I'm 7th generation here in Utah, so heavily connected. The only people that are more older here, Ike Potter himself, who got here in 1824, the same time Jim Bridger did, is my great-great-grandpa. Nobody's been here longer than my bloodlines right here, except for the Shoshone, for many thousands of lines. From Utah, Iran is not our enemy, little Spencer. Iran, Trump, Iran is not our enemy. It is not our foe. The Middle East of Eden? Oh, from within? Let's work on this. That's a wind. Iran is not our enemy from Utah. Little Spencer Cox. The prominent religion here, enough. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Kick BB to the fucking curb. I found that at the Free Library. Thesis 1959. Yeah, that's when my thesis came about. My mom and dad's. I was born in early 1960. I'll keep working on it. Where's your crown, Donald? Where's your crown? I never seen such bootlicking. Never heard such bootlicking in my life. You know? How do you sleep at night? Yeah, that's true. How does he sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? Genocide Don? Well, anything's better than Genocide Joe. The only thing I did agree with him, you know, he went off on the neocons. And he was all over the map on that thing. Never heard such bootlicking. Don't they still behead women there? Where's your crown, Donald? So, the salmon numbers, they're a catastrophe. You know, keep doing this work. They tear down so much real estate here. Well, it makes for some cool places. You can kind of get a sense, and maybe a little bit, what it was like in 1824 when Jim Bridger arrived here. Who's the savage? Why did they not do anything for Jim Bridger coming here too? Because Bingham Fort's right over there. We renamed it Little Soldier Way. It's right there. Mount Fort. Because he adopted the native ways. He wasn't an Indian killer like Peter Skeen Ogden was. Peter Skeen Ogden never set foot here. Massive, evil killer. Never set foot in Ogden. Took high school kids at Weber High to straighten that marker out. Well, who do you think guided them? Kevin Blanch, Von McKay Brody, the old Weber High right there. Leslie Hodson, Master, oh, they tore it down. Mount Fort Jr. right there, oh, they tore it down. It used to be right there where the old car wash was before they built the car wash. When I'd walk in there, literally tens of thousands of swallows. They migrate from Alaska to here into the side of them berms, the Shoshone burial ground. By the way, the BL on the mountain right there, it's for Blanch. So the salmon numbers are catastrophe. Just we can do math. Down over 95% since 20, as foretold by Son of Cassandra, Kevin Blanch. Where's your crown, Donald? Well, he's not as bad as Biden. Well, nobody is. Fuck. Butcher Biden. How about the genocide queen and the NBA lottery? Oh, fuck, what a joke. Nice trade on Donovan Mitchell. I got news for you guys. A lot of people don't know this. Indigenous people played basketball. They had two poles. Like, maybe we should do that. Set a pole right here and a pole right here. They'd put a round hoop up like that. Right here, right here. They played basketball for many, many thousands. They would play for days at a time. Teams against each other, and you had to get it through the little hoop. Back and forth. Huh. Where's your crown, Donald? Will he kick King BB to the curb? Let's hope. Thank you, Max Blumenthal, for all your incredible work. Salmon numbers are a catastrophe. So I'll keep doing my work. Let's see how this turned out. I'll make a short version. Stand